Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2 Trucker for Hire. For today's episode, we are still in Ireland, same as the past few episodes, but this time we're going from Galway to Northern Ireland. We'll be passing through Sligo, and ending in Larne. So we have a few new places to get to. Unfortunately, we won't be going through Londonderry, or can we? Can we? Like that. That's going to be 371 miles compared with 301. I think it might work actually, wouldn't it? Let's go through there and all the roundabouts. That might be a bit dangerous for me, but fine. And how does that look? Is that feasible? Yeah, I think it works. 382 miles. And then passing through Sligo. Like that. Alright, I think that works. Yes, let's go with that one. We'll be carrying 29 tons of olive oil. That's why our truck color is like this. I don't know why. And we have 4 axles. I have no clue why as well. And this trailer behind me looks a bit weird. I don't know why. I think the trailer axles are a bit forward. Anyway, this is what we got, so that's the offset of being a trucker for hire. You get what's assigned to you. Beautiful sound. Now, as always, because I have a couple of sound mods on, I'm not sure which one this enables. If this is from Grishboom or Dr. Halls or whoever. But as long as it's good, why not, right? So let's get this party started. No truck damage, that's good. We have a built-in GPS, perfect. Alright, I'm happy. I don't think it's Dr. Halls. I don't think it's Grishboom rather. Because from Grishboom, I remember I enabled the mod which is the deep sound, not open pipe or anything, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that, I'm not the engine expert. I always get confused. Some people can really distinguish which engine sound it's from, like if it's a V8, if it's not, who is the modder who did the sound. But for me, I don't have that talent. I don't have that skill for some reason. I have a hard time distinguishing. Maybe it requires a certain exposure to different engine sounds, and I don't have that yet. Man, that's traffic lights pretty quick, huh? That's fine. We have an awesome truck. We have a very beautiful landscape ahead of us, and we're doing some driving in Ireland, crossing over to Northern Ireland in a bit. But for now, still in Republic of Ireland. This 382 miles, it might be a bit of a journey though. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about, that crisscrossed yellow paint in the intersection. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Still an automatic transmission to simulate real life. And I did try going back to manual during the last stream with the DAF DAF tandem, and good thing is I still know how to drive. More or less I still know how to drive in a manual transmission, so that's fine. Am I speeding? Not really. 37 miles. Okay, good. There we go. That's the right one. Do I need my lights? Yes, I think I do. What time is it anyway? 8:43 a.m. Alright, it's good. Let's go and start exploring some Irish roads. Phew, that was a bit close. Good there? Yes, good. Just the right allowance. And another roundabout, I think. Alright, this time let's slow down. This time let's slow down and give some space because this is a pretty small roundabout. And I think I'll have to space it out a little. Something like that maybe? Yeah, that looks good. I really like these lines. I'm a fan of these lines on the side. I don't know why. It just, at first it seemed so weird to me, but nowadays when I drive here in Ireland, it feels so, I don't know the feeling, but it gives you that certain feeling that you're driving on a premium road. I can't quite explain it. But some of you guys probably have the same feeling when you see me driving like this. I don't know. There's something in it that works. Oops, sorry. TrackIR problem. And it might be that the engine sound is actually too loud. Hopefully not. Hopefully you can still hear me. But if not, then at the very least, you can... one sec. Oops, sorry. Stop. Made it. And then it goes green, of course. No fuel economy there. Alright, let's try to think ahead and look ahead this time. Let's try to prevent those kinds of unnecessary braking. So those aren't fuel efficient and those are pretty dangerous. We don't want to rely on our brakes fully. We want to keep it slow, keep it steady, and the more you brake, the more you endanger your cars behind, the cars behind you, and the more you cause traffic, because when you suddenly brake, the car behind you suddenly brakes as well, and then the car behind him brakes, and so on and so forth, and it causes a massive traffic jam without anyone even noticing what the difference or what the cause was. Wow. This truck is actually pretty hard to brake. Full engine brakes, full retarders and everything. And it just wouldn't stop. I think it's because we're carrying 29 tons here. So it's not exactly easy to brake once you have that kind of weight going on. So it looks like I'll have to give some more allowance. Yeah, it looks like it. There we go. By the way guys, I'm still looking for cars. Some of you guys recommended some cars, but I'm a bit picky when it comes to this. I almost bought something. I actually bought something already, but I loaded it back because it was a Hyundai Elantra 2017. It was very good. The model was so good. Details were spot on. Looked so classy. I wanted that car a few years back. I wanted to buy that car for myself. I'm not sure if it's in the European market, but in the Asian market it's pretty famous. Hyundai Elantra. But my problem with it was the sound was no good. The sound was too loud. The sound was too... It's the generic sound you have for your cars. I think it's a Skoda engine. Might be. But yeah, I don't really like it. And so I decided to load back the game. And I think as a side effect, something bugged out. So later on, after we finish the job, you won't be seeing the Volkswagen we bought before. It got replaced by a Scania truck. Maybe the Volkswagen isn't compatible anymore with 1.28. I'm not really sure, but for some reason it bugged out. So we really need the car to replace it with. So car suggestions, guys. If you know of anything, if any decent cars out there, do give me a link. I'd like it to be as simple as possible. I don't like a sports car or anything. As long as it's decent looking, decently modeled, and decently sounding, I'm happy enough with that. I must admit those might be pretty high standards for cars. We don't get a lot of beautifully modded cars. not since ever, but we do get the occasional nice cars from time to time. So if you see any of those, let me know, right? Okay, let me just glide here because this seems to be a downhill. I do like having that Scania logo in the middle as well, in the dashboard. I do like that. That's something that, I don't know, just adds to the premium feel. I mean, it's not really functional, is it? So if I press I here, I get more information like that. I see my current speed, which is more practical. But I don't know, for some reason I'm really liking just having the logo there. Going straight, right? Yes, I move straight. I just really like having the logo in there. And thank you for stopping and not merging in. There we go. Yes. So yeah, that's how it is currently. I'm still looking for a car. So any car suggestions, guys, really appreciate it. In the meantime, we skip the car part and go directly to the truck, to the quick job. But I agree, a couple of people have been looking for that segment of the show, so to speak. Start braking as early as now. Full retarders, full engine brakes. Okay, there we go. That's more manageable. Alright, better safe than sorry, yeah. Better go slower than usual than having to hit something. Good. So, and yes, just like that, I forgot what I was talking about. I remember talking about the need for a car, but after that, it's blank. Man, 31 in here. Okay, I think I just have the speed limit right. It's pretty nice in here though. I like this bit of road. I like this. Pretty cozy, pretty country looking. Oh yeah, and so I saw over at the Discord server that Sheng shared a video on Autobahn documentary. So if you guys have been watching the previous episodes and streams, I mentioned that I just came back from Germany last week. And it was a really nice experience to finally see the German highways and road systems firsthand. I really like it. It's so clean, it's so organized, and it's something that's, if you could say, alien to me. I don't really know a lot about the, how do you say, I didn't realize that it was really so systematic. I was thinking before that in ETS2, well, I guess because it's a simulator, it's trying to be as strict as possible. But maybe in reality, it's not really that strict. Maybe it's just like, yeah, the rules are there, but they're like not really enforced. Oh, and did you notice we just passed a bit of road where the lines were straight, solid, and now they're broken again. Not sure what that means. Usually that means the motorway to national road transfer, but I don't think that was a motorway. That was a single carriageway thing that we passed through. So not really sure. Anyway, and yes, braking again. Not stepping on the brakes at all. But now I think I might have to. No, actually I don't. That's cool. That's cool. Good. Now that's more like it. Eco-friendly driving at its noisiest. Cool. We're in Sligo now? Yes, we are. That was pretty quick. Oh, it's a lot brighter outside. Okay, now it's settled. Yeah, my game does tend to lag like that in terms of not adjusting the how do you call it, the brightness, the gamma. Yeah, that's the problem with my game. Not really sure why it does that, if it's because of NVIDIA Profile Inspector or something else, but yeah, it does it. So I just have to adjust myself. I should be turning right in here to discover that thing. I do love the idle sound. The actual engine sound, it might be a bit too loud for me. I can adjust it, but I'm feeling lazy. Hopefully you can still hear me, guys. And wait, let me see. How about that one? It's mine. Oh, I think it's the same, huh? My voice. Anyway, I hope it's audible. If it's not, then at least it's a good ride. That's the consolation prize. I think we have to give way here. Okay, he's going to stop anyway. It's cool. I do love these indicator sounds though. The Scania indicator sounds are one of the best. They're hypnotic. And as you guys might know, indicator sounds are like one of the best sounds for me. They're one of the essential sounds to have. Like if a truck doesn't have indicator sounds, I probably won't use it. I probably won't drive it. It's a non-negotiable to have decent indicator sounds, blinker sounds. Can you wait for me, please? Thank you. Pretty smart AI. And then they'll start hitting me. That's usually how it goes. When I start racing them, they just start derping up. It's like they get conscious. Oh, let's keep going. Just pass through Sligo. And I still don't know how to pronounce it, so apologies guys. Sligo or Sligo? Potato, potato. I'm not sure. You let me know in the comments which is the correct pronunciation. But yeah, isn't it? Look at these broken lines on the side. I've grown accustomed to really like them. When I first went to Ireland in here, they felt really weird to me. It's like something was wrong with the roads, but nowadays it kind of feels right, you know. It gives you a sense of that speed. It gives you a feeling of how fast you're going. So if the lines go fast I think it's a technique. It's like an optical illusion of sorts. It helps drivers determine if they're going too fast even without looking at the speedometer. So if you're driving like this and you see that the lines are going by too fast, then that's like an indicator that you are indeed driving too fast. I think that's the main reason behind those broken lines. And if you know of any other reason, let me know in the comments as well, right? But yeah, I think that's a good reasoning. Even if it's just make-believe. I have no clue. Oh, very, very good, very good. The AI actually stopped at the intersection. It's very nice. Super smart logic. Beautiful weather today. It's amazing. Yeah, why not? Lovely fields on the side here. Pretty chill and relaxing scenery. I like it. I like driving here. To our Irish friends, hello guys, and welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying this Irish feature in the Trucker for Hire series, because I surely am. Oh, and what's that? Oh, it looks like we're passing through the Republic of Ireland and the Northern Ireland border, because I see a UK flag up there. Let's start with some engine braking. Because I have a feeling... No, actually we don't. Maybe we just take a photo. And for the photo haters, this will be the time to fast forward, right? Fast forward a few clicks. And you should be back on the road. But we have to get our photo. Our daily dose of photos. This is a promising view. Kinda like that. Let's remove the blur as always. I don't really like the blur. Usually I am a fan of depth of field, which is like blurring the background, but for sceneries it doesn't make sense. And the blur in this game, I'm not sure, or in games in general, they're not really, how would you say, they're not really natural. They feel artificial. So the blur doesn't seem like the blur you would get from a real camera. They might not have gotten that technique just yet. Might not be perfected yet, something like this, I would say. Okay, 40 in here. Good. Oh, and yes, that's fine. Because we passed through, we're in the UK now again. So we're back to miles. That's perfect. Okay, good, good. Awesome. I also got a comment from Chris asking if I always drove on the other side when I'm in the UK. Well, I guess the main thing is I haven't really been in the UK much. Haven't really driven here much. I've only driven here a lot since TrackIR for Hire, preparing for ProMods 2.20 and actually testing out ProMods 2.20 beta. But yeah, I think it makes sense, yes. In TrackIR for Hire, I think it makes sense to drive on the right side, on the right hand. To drive on the right side of the truck while driving on the left side of the road. I think it makes sense. This is the ideal setup. And even though it's perfectly legal to drive on the other side of the truck as well, I think it's just more natural to have it like this. Keep it consistent. And then when we go back to Europe, we can always switch back. That's the beauty in TrackIR for Hire. You get a different truck each time, and you get a different experience each time as well. That's the essence of the series. But I think in the main series, oh crap, yeah, I'll have to wait for the next turn. But I think in the main series, I doubt I'll switch to a right-hand drive truck, because I usually drive in the main island of Europe anyway, the main continent of Europe anyway, where it's driving on the right side of the road, so it doesn't make sense. And even if I go to the UK, that won't take too long. So in comparison, yeah, UK is a very small part of Europe, and it's the only place which has that right-hand drive. So I think for the main series, we keep driving on the left side of the truck, but in TrackIR for Hire, we drive wherever it is most natural. Guess I could put it that way. But thanks for the question. If anyone else has questions, guys, do let me know. If you have topics you want to discuss, or if you have specific questions you want me to answer or check out. Oh, I'm gonna pass this red light. Crap. It was a bit too awkward to stop and a bit too awkward to go forward. Okay. After this MAN. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, actually yes. Cool. That worked out fine. So yeah, as always guys, if you have questions or topics in mind that you wanted to get my opinion on, or if you wanted help on something. Now the help part, I'm not really the best guy to help like technical questions, like how do you make ProMods work, what version to do, things like this, because I'm not really the best people to talk about and ask about those things are the actual modders. Like, if you have a ProMods question, I would really suggest you ask it in the ProMods team, because I might be able to help. I might have a few inputs, but I will not be sure of the answer. That's for sure. So each of the problems are slightly different. We all have different computers, you have different setups, you have different ways of downloading ProMods, different internet connections. You know, all those things get factored in. Oh, and we have this solid line and broken line in the middle. Broken line in the middle means you can overtake, yes. But yeah, we don't have those fancy broken yellow lines anymore. Crap! Oh, look at that. Just in time, look at that. There's a fuel station up ahead. Lucky! Okay, let's stop over here. And I thought we would need to go into service or something. Just in time. Let's go out of the truck and refuel. Yeah, so the best area to get support is with the actual modders. Yes, especially with ProMods, they have their own site. They have their own forums and everything. So it only makes sense. Diesel price, total price. Wow. So inside, that's 600 liters. Shouldn't it be gallons? Because I'm in the UK. Do you also use liters here? Maybe only the US uses gallons. Not really sure, no, but you use miles per gallon as fuel consumption. So I would expect the fuel is in gallons as well when you measure it. Kind of cut off that current behind us. It's fine. Can live. Can live. Beautiful drive. Just a relaxing drive here. I like it. Straight windy roads with nice country sceneries on the side, and unique Irish road networks and layout, road markings. But yeah, in here I think it's more standard UK already. Yes, when we crossed. So we probably won't see those broken yellow lines on the side anymore, because that's probably something specific to the Republic of Ireland. And since we're in the Northern Ireland region already, we're officially back in the UK. So I guess in the UK you would have it would make sense that they have a standard way of doing roads, having their signs consistent. That would make the most sense. But who knows? Maybe we'll still see some of those specific Irish road markings. But yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd, a bit of a geek when it comes to that. I really like to understand what the different road signs are, what the different road paintings, road markings mean. I like understanding them, and that's why it's the Clumsy Geek, right? But yeah, I like knowing things. Not to brag or anything, but I just like knowing them, because I feel like if I know them, then I would know how to drive in them. You know, I would feel more confident that I'm not just driving blind or feeling things out. I really know what is the right thing to do. Okay, seems like I have to start engine braking again. See, even the roundabout sign is different. It was a white sign with red, how do you say? It's also a white sign with red borders, and then with the roundabout sign, and then with the... Can I squeeze in here? Yes. and with the sign saying reduce speed now. Oh, that one. I can show it to you. Earlier we saw a yellow roundabout sign. This time it's completely different looking, and that's, I guess, UK standards versus Republic of Ireland standards. There must have been a lot of history happening in here, huh? How the split worked out, why Northern Ireland is still part of the UK and Republic of Ireland isn't. That would probably be a very interesting story. If you know of any like summarized version, if you know of a video that would share what happened there, do let me know as well. I would be very interested to watch it. Although honestly I don't have time nowadays I don't have so much free time. Like, I barely have time to make these videos because there's been a lot of work recently and lots of things to do, adulting stuff. So it's been pretty limited on my end. But I'm really glad that I still have time to still play and make videos for you. So at least there is that. But yeah, if I get some spare time, I would love to read more about the history here. I'm not sure if there was a war or if there was a political event. Could be anything, yeah? But yes, do let me know in the comments. Roundabout, coming up ahead. And this is why you should pay attention to road signs, because they can help your eco-friendliness. See that? I didn't even need to step on the surface brakes at all. Okay, let's try not to hit anybody. Thank you. Good. That's actually pretty nice. I don't usually notice the signs, but they're pretty useful. They are very useful. Oh, is this the next town? Maybe not. Crap. Completely blocked traffic light there. But at least we still have something there. That's fine. Okay. Rest my foot for a bit. Good thing is we have a V8 R730 engine, so it doesn't really feel like 29 tons what we're hauling. I feel like our truck is a bit overpowered actually, but it's good. It's better to have more power than less, right? Okay, can I squeeze in somehow, guys? Maybe after you. Poundland, amazing value every day. Very apt for this scene, for this area. Euron, Greyjoy. Does anyone watch Game of Thrones here? I love the season ender. It was so good. Different reunions and stuff. All the different major people meeting together, and there's just having so much history behind them. It's like, I love the discussions. I love those stuff. Nowadays, I'm not really that kind of guy who likes action movies. So the action part isn't really the best thing the biggest thing I look forward to. It's rather the conversations and the actual interactions between the different people and different characters that I look forward to. Like witty banter or sharp words, and yeah, it's more about wit than strength that I look forward to. Because I don't know, at some point I guess you get a bit desensitized about all the actions coming through, like all the combat, all the blood, all the gore. You get sort of Okay, yeah, it's a bit too violent for me. Or it's okay, yeah, it's nice, but it's okay. So what happened next? That's how I feel nowadays. So with episode 10, all the people just meeting, it was so good, and it was could really feel the tension between among the different characters. Roundabout, start braking as early as now. Just a bit of engine braking, no retarder. It's fine. It might have been a bit too early, I think. But it's fine, because if you look, a truck ahead of us actually did a full stop. And why the heck is he stopping full time? Bro. Go. That's a problem. I'm not sure what's wrong, but it seems like we've caused a deadlock. I'll give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, fine. It might be, I'm not sure if it's a bug with this specific roundabout, but in case it is, did I just hit that truck? Clumsy trucking 101. And I thought I was clear. Oh, you moved. That's actually effective. Just nudged him a little. Nice. Okay, that's a good move. That's a good move. As long as we didn't damage the trailer, that is. Okay, that's good. Win-win and no penalty whatsoever. Alright. That worked. So I'm not sure if that was a bug with the roundabout. Or just a bug with AI, but just in case, guys, if anyone's watching from ProMods, that's this part here. Between Sligo, that's a bit too far, huh? It's like halfway from this road to Londonderry. That one. Yeah. Londonderry. That feels a bit funny to say. Londonderry. I don't know why. Just feels like a nursery rhyme. It'd be something you use in a nursery rhyme. Okay, how's our speed? We're good. I really like this place. Ireland in general. And how ProMods did it. It's just the right amount of detail. Just so that the performance isn't affected. Like if you notice, my frame rates are pretty good. Comparing with other cities where there is too much detail, I think this is the perfect balance. Just the right amount to make it look good, but not make it too slow. I guess it also depends on the modder, huh? Some modders really like to go wild, like the guy who did the Barcelona map. That was intense. Like all the block props, all the buildings put into one city. It was intense, and really intense in the frame rates as well. And I think he did another one, Trieste, in Italy. So he did this city as well, and it's the same thing. It's super slow, but you can really see all the details in there. It's great for photos, but not so good for videos because of the lag. But yeah, it really has a different style for every modder. Like everything else, you would have your signature in there somehow. There is no way to have like specific or an exact map made. Even if you're following like a real world map, you're trying to recreate it, it would be different in some way for sure. Like in many different things, it's really hard to copy something or to make something exactly the same as the others if you're not intending to copy, because there would be something different in your style. Like I remember when I was in programming class, because I have a computer science background, and I like this roundabout. I have a computer science background, and our professor told us that if you ask someone to code something, oh crap, it is very easy to spot if something was copied or if they did it on their own. It's because even if you ask people to code something, okay, make this box move, or make this validation, or get this input from the user and spit out some other information. Even if it sounds so simple, each person has his own style, like having an extra line break, having an extra line after a certain part, having declaring variables in a certain way. You know, even if you say there is syntax, I'm sure some of the all of the programmers here, all of those who are familiar with programming, would know what I'm talking about. There's a specific style for each person, and you can't really copy that. Some like to have extra line breaks, some like to have more compact code, like next to each other. Some like to have a lot of comments, some don't leave any comments at all. So it really varies, and it's very interesting to see that, although sometimes it can get can give you a headache. Scania dealer, nice. Yeah, because even though I rarely code nowadays, I usually do other stuff as well, but I still tend to read some code from time to time, because when I'm reviewing them or when I'm troubleshooting, things like that, at work, my full-time work. Can you squeeze in here? Yes, thank you. So when I do that, I see the different styles of people, and it's sometimes you want to pull your hair, pull out your hair. That's the feeling, like, what the heck are you doing? Like, why can't you label your code, or why can't you just do this instead? But yeah, each of us has our own style, and some might be more effective than others, but as long as it works, right? As long as it doesn't slow the system down, things like that. Oh, and finally rained. Good weather no more, it suddenly poured. When it rains, it pours. Isn't that the expression? Let's merge in here. This entire bit of road has been just 40 all the way, hasn't it? Quite interesting. Well, I guess we haven't really gone through any like motorway or sorts, so it's all been national roads and stuff like that. But this one, yeah, it's not really that big, huh? It's true. Slow down here. Okay. Now that I wasn't expecting to go full stop here. Maybe there's a traffic light? Not really. There's just a lot of cars. I guess it's because it's rush hour. Yeah, it's 6:55 p.m. Rush hour. Indeed, everyone's rushing to go home. Oh, we've been driving for a long time, huh? Maybe we should have stopped somewhere. Got in a break. It's fine. Legally, it might not be a good thing, because I think you have to rest every 8 hours. Depends on each country, I think, but some of you guys will probably know better. Can you remind me? Like after a few hours you have to rest for a few minutes, and after a few more hours you have to rest for the day. Something like that, yes. But I don't know the exact figures. Oh, look at this weather. Really bad weather, guys. But I'm loving the implementation. Like foggy weather 2.0 stuff. Customer expects delivery very soon. Well, you can expect all you want, but I'm sightseeing here. Don't be a killjoy. There's the infamous Nokia ringtone. It's fine. We'll make do. Ooh, okay. Also, do you guys know this recent issue with YouTube? It's probably mostly creators who are affected, but if you were following other YouTubers, they might have complained about this as well. There's been recently, well, since the great, how do you call, exodus of advertisers, YouTube has started implementing some precautions to prevent such kind of scares from advertisers again. So they try to appease them and let them know that there won't be any problems about advertising. Like advertisers won't be accidentally or unknowingly funding like terrorist groups or something, which is a good thought. But the implementation, the current implementation, it's really bad. Like they have this automatic flagging system where for some weird mumbo jumbo magic they flag certain videos as not suitable for all advertisers. And if it's not suitable for all advertisers, then you won't gain any revenue out of it. And then you'd have to request for a manual review. But a manual review needs at least 1,000 views. And it needs some other criteria, I forgot what. But yeah, the 1,000 views is the real clincher. And that's what sucks, because I've had a lot of videos actually getting flagged, and it's like, what the heck is the basis for that? For crying out loud, I make family-friendly videos that center on truck simulator. There is no blood anywhere, there's no violence, maybe except when we hit something, but it's not intentional. And we go with the speed limit, we go with the traffic rules. I speak about stuff that are pretty harmless. I just babble about. I don't do any hate speech or whatever. But it gets flagged. Like, out of my 10 recent videos, for example, maybe around 4 of those get flagged. And then we would have to request for them to be manually reviewed. Thankfully, the reviews have been very fast so far, but this last one, I'm not sure how long it would take. And if it would need 1,000 views before it gets reviewed, then you lose that 1,000 views, that like monetization from 1,000 views. I lose that, and that won't be back anymore. Is this 50? Yes, it's 50. We're in the motorway finally. Nice. What's different here that I notice from the other side of the UK is that bit there, that red road there. That seems like it's a bike lane, but I'm not really sure. Maybe a bike/pedestrian lane, huh? Maybe. Okay, so what is this? You basically go straight, I think. Yes. Right. Yeah, but that's what I hate so far. So I make videos, I work hard and make these videos, and then they get flagged, and I don't get any income from them until they're reviewed. which absolutely sucks. I've seen a couple of YouTubers complain about that as well. So I'm not really sure what the logic is. I mean, if it's violence or saying bad words or having hate stuff, I would completely understand. But I mean, what's so wrong with having a truck simulator? I don't really get it. Is this the right road? Hopefully. Yes, it is. Good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, what's wrong with this guy? Probably a traffic area problem again. Like what Kirill mentioned. Because there's a road below. Maybe the road below, the speed limit and the road below applied to it. I'm not really sure. But the other lane was doing fine. It was only him that was slowing down. Not really sure how that works. Is that a train? No. It's a road we're going through. So we went on a bit of detour. A bit is an understatement. We went like 100 miles longer, but we'll get there in the end. Oh crap. Right, so we go up here, we turn right, go around. Okay, this is a roundabout. That's nice. That's good. Elevated roundabout height. I like this system in the UK. This elevated roundabout thing. What I hate about it is this. Why is this guy not moving? I don't see any traffic lights. Is there? No, there is not. Maybe they take turns or something, I don't know. But that was a pretty blind spot. That's really dangerous. Let's continue here. And then we exit on the next one. Okay, that's good. It's just a pretty good U-turn thing. Okay, no car there. That's good. I guess I can merge in here. I'm not really sure if I took like an important delivery, so maybe the deadlines are a bit tighter. I wasn't really expecting to get any problem with being late, but yeah, it seems like there is. Oh crap. Don't cut me off, bro. Yeah, because I think I might be going here. My bad. My bad. Yeah. Okay, there we go. M5. That's a very complicated junction. Okay, let's push on here. Push on to 50. Nice. Let's just keep this speed. I think we're good. We should be almost there, I think. Yeah, 11 miles left. End of motorway regulations, okay. Sounds good. And it's getting pretty dark as well. Is it 50 or 60? 50, okay, it's 50. But I guess it would slow down now. Yeah, it's 40 now. Because we have exited the motorway. Which makes sense. And this one doesn't make sense. That might cause my video to get flagged. But it was not intentional, I assure you. There. Happy? I was not prepared for that bit of traffic, to be honest. And this time, what time is it? 10 PM. Wow, the traffic is terrible. You guys go. Thank you. it's nice at least that they're able to autocorrect themselves, these AI. Even if you hit them, they have this kind of reversing technique. They reverse and then they try to go forward, and they try to feel their way through, and they swerve and until they finally get through. It's still not perfect. They tend to hit each other from time to time, but they're pretty smart considering, if you compare with other games at least. Okay, good. Let's continue. Hope I don't hit that car. Yeah, it's fine. Is it still raining? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's fine. Larne discovered. Cool. Is this like a port town? Probably, huh? Let's go and move over to this side, since we're going to go round the roundabout. And maybe get a bit of engine braking on the way. Although there is no car, so we should be able to just go straight in here. Good, where are we exiting? Arm. Don't even think about it. I think he did though. Yeah, he did. Is this the right exit? Yes, it is, thankfully. Good. Oh, look at that sky behind us. Oh, that's so beautiful. Let me have a look. Oh man, that's so good. If we hit this, that's not so good though. Did I get my trailer damaged? Not really. Just a truck. That's fine. Harbor. Yes, that's where we're going. And looks like the rain has stopped finally. Oh, this looks so good. Maybe we can take another photo. Yeah, maybe we can take another photo in here. Let's see. How about here? Let's have a look if we can find something. Photo studio. Oh, I've been recording for almost an hour. Wow, didn't even notice. I was having so much fun. Oh yeah, definitely. That is definitely going to be worth it. Yes. That looks actually a bit similar to the angle a while ago, but this time it includes this beautiful late sunset. Love it. Let's go and move a bit here. Yes. Yes. I like. My bad. Wrong button. Slow only. What are you saying? I have no clue. Port of Larne? Business Park? Oh, that's not where we're going. We're exiting here. Towards the harbor. Finally the weather turned, huh? It's nice. It's a really nice view. Makes me so excited to visit North Cape. That's probably going to happen on Monday. It's going to be released on Monday, maybe. Because we've had ETS2 videos for like 5 days in a row now. Is it here? Oh, it's the next one. This one. Cairn Ryan Freight. Oh, here we go. That was super specific. I'm here. I'm here, bro. There we go. There's the thingy. The cones. Okay, so with this, and then can you turn like that? Maybe I didn't really need to do that, but we do have a lot of space in here. That's the good thing. Okay, let's just ease it out. Still feeling a bit awkward about reversing on this side. It feels so strange. You see? Actually overshooting it a bit. Or maybe not. I think it's just right. I just went a bit over in there. But I think I can still remedy it. There you go. Just it a bit. And straighten ourselves out. Like that. Not the straightest, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, I'll take it. Good. So we earned... Crap, we're late. Late for almost 2 hours, but we lost just 200 pounds. That's fine. 6281. I'll take that. Almost level 10. Maybe one more job. Or 2 more jobs, maybe. And if you see... This is our truck. I lost the Volkswagen Polo for some reason. So we really need to buy a new car so I can get there and drive and add that back to the episodes. Anyway, that's going to be it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. We did go over an hour there. My bad. But hopefully you're fine with that. I did enjoy the ride and the scenery and everything. So hopefully you did too. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, alright? In the meantime, if you did like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking. Bye-bye.